everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It feels really weird sitting down and filming a video because I've just been constantly uploading and editing all of my Florida vlogs. And if you're new to this channel and have not seen them, I will link the playlist down below. Also, if you're new to my channel, I have an Etsy shop where I have ears. These aren't on there, but I'll also link that in the description in case you guys are into like custom design ears. But today's video is going to be all about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, mostly because it is that time of year and a lot of people are going, and I want to talk about all the things that you should do while you're there and definitely don't want to miss. So, let's talk Disney. Of my must-dos for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Now, when I was doing my college program, I did two parties. I did one with my roommates and one by myself. Obviously, if you can somehow manage to do that, I would recommend it because just like going to the parks by yourself, you kind of get to do what you would like to do, and there is definitely a lot of stuff to cover here within the few hours that you have for the Halloween party. So if you have an option to go a second time, I would definitely recommend it. So my first must-do are the treat spots. Now, set out all through Magic Kingdom are little pillars that are lit up, and it'll say like, you know, you can get treats here. And basically they give you a bag when you first walk in the park, a little cheap bag that you can put all your candy in. I found that my candy bag got filled up really fast, so if you want to bring like a separate purse or like backpack to throw extra candy in, that would work. Because they do give you a lot of candy, especially towards the end of the night when they're trying to get rid of some of it. But definitely don't want to miss the treat spots. I was probably constantly eating candy throughout the whole time. Like, we'd stand and we'd wait in line for rides and I'd just be like eating candy. So definitely check out the treat spots. Next up is the Haunted Mansion. Now, even though the Haunted Mansion is something you can easily do during the day, it is a lot of fun during Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party because they kind of overdo it, which you would expect them to do. Now, unfortunately, Disney World does not get an overlay of Nightmare Before Christmas, but Disneyland does. And I'm just to clarify, this is all for Disney World. I've never done it at Disneyland, so I'm not sure how that works. But at Disney World, they have these actors who go out and pretend to be like ghosts from the ride. Not like the hitchhiking ghost, but just like there's a lady that sits out there and she like interacts with everybody. And it's cool to see that, and it's fun, and it gives you something to do while you wait in line. Plus, I just think if you're going to a Halloween event, like, what ride would you do other than like Haunted Mansion? I think that's one you definitely should do, but just be aware that wait times do get a little long for that because everybody else does want to do it as well, but definitely that is something you should do. Next up is the Boo to You parade. The Boo to You parade is by far my favorite parade over like Move It, Shake It, any of the parades, like any parade that Disney has ever had, even like the Christmas ones. I just really enjoy it. They have a lot of cool characters that you don't normally see. It's just really festive. You have the hitchhiking ghost, the headless horseman who comes down to kind of open up the parade. It's just really fun, and I think no matter what age you are, it's a good parade to watch. This next one is my favorite on the entire list and my number one must-do. If you are only able to do one thing at Disney on like the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, this is what I would tell you to do. The Hocus Pocus show. So, the Hocus Pocus show is something that I have always wanted to do. Before my college program, I had always wanted to go to Disney for Christmas and for Halloween. Obviously, I got to do both during my college program, but I really wanted to go to Halloween because I saw they did this like Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular show. And it's so cool because basically like they're trying to craft a party potion to put a spell on you, and then they do the whole like singing thing, which is amazing because for anyone who loves like Hocus Pocus as much as I do, it's already been on Freeform like, what, 3 times? I've watched it every single time it's been on. But anywho, basically they sing and try to like get you involved, but it's just like the movie. So it's almost like you're being put in the movie, which is crazy to me. and I saw it once with my roommates, and then I know I watched it again the second time I went, but I'm wondering if I even watched it twice because I just love it so much, and it was amazing to me that I could actually experience that, and it's just my favorite. I actually have a Tumblr that I got that says like Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular 2017, and it's so cute. But I love Hocus Pocus, so if you like or even remotely like Hocus Pocus, you should definitely watch this show because it also has like other villains that kind of make appearances, even though it's basically around Hocus Pocus. The next thing I'm going to say to do is the fireworks show. Now, in my opinion, once again, I'm going to say I like this fireworks show better than the Christmas fireworks, but I don't know. I guess it depends. I personally like the fall festivities that Disney World holds instead of like the Christmas stuff. I love the Christmas stuff, but if I could only choose like one, I would definitely go for fall. I like the fireworks better. I guess there's no real reason that I do other than the fact that it's just, in my opinion, kind of better themed. Like, I enjoy the Christmas time fireworks, but I don't know, they're a little boring. I like the Halloween stuff better, but it's definitely cool. If you like Disney fireworks, I'm sure you will love this show. There's no like major castle projection. There's like a few little simplistic projections on the castle, but definitely the music and the whole like theming behind it is really cool, and it's something you won't want to miss. Next up, you can meet special characters, which I love. I don't even remember everyone that we met. I know I met Jack and Sally, which is a really cool one you can do. Moana was always out. Winnie the Pooh and friends are out, but they're out in like cute little Halloween costumes. It's so cute. I forget what they all drew. I think Eeyore was a clown. I think Winnie the Pooh was a little bumblebee. It's so cute. I have pictures of it. And Prince Eric and Ariel were out together, so we met them. There's just a lot of characters that are pretty much in retirement until special events like this when they come out. So I would highly recommend doing so. Also keeping in mind what your priorities are. For me, characters are a little lower on the list for me. For example, when we went to go see Jack and Sally, we got in line pretty early, which I would recommend doing, and we still ended up waiting probably about 4 hours. So you gotta think, like, there's a huge chunk of your time getting put into this, and I know for the Christmas party, like Scrooge McDuck, Donald in his like Christmas attire, Mickey, Goofy, like all of them in their Christmas attire, you're gonna wait in longer lines for that. So just know what you want to do and kind of gauge if you think you're gonna have time. Because some people would most likely rather go to the parks and just do rides if that's what they want, or just go to the treat spots or just watch the parade. So just know what you want to do and base it off that. But definitely if you have time or there's a specific character you would like to see, I highly recommend going to see them for the party because there are a lot of interesting characters that come out during the parties. So this next thing I did not personally do, but my roommates did and they enjoyed it. It is the Screamoween dance party, which for those of you who have been to Disney and have been to Magic Kingdom, you know that there's normally like a block party kind of happening in like the Space Mountain area, like in Tomorrowland, kind of off to the side. So they do a Halloween version of that called the Screamoween dance party, where they have a lot of like the characters come out and like spooky music, like Thriller playing and stuff like that. And you can kind of just dance with the characters. My one roommate was dressed up as Mike Wazowski, and Mike Wazowski was there. So I think that's one of the reasons they went. But yeah, they said it was pretty fun. So especially if you have younger kids or anyone who's interested in that, you should do that. So the next thing is definitely another one of my favorites, which is the special treats they have for the party. So I'm not talking about going up and get candy. I'm talking about special limited edition like food items that they only have during the parties. My personal favorite is the candy corn soft serve that is only served during like the Halloween time. I believe the candy corn soft serve you can get even if you're not in the party, but it has to be, you know, during this season. But that was by far my favorite. I love candy corn. You can either get the soft serve or the sundae. I always opted to get the sundae because I love candy corn, but there are other items you can get. So I have the list up here. You can get the not so poison apple cupcake, which is like a little cupcake that looks like the poison apple from Snow White. They have a Halloween cinnamon roll that is in the shape of a Mickey and has a little spider web and some orange icing on it. You can get the pumpkin cheesecake. You can get mini witch brownie. So it's a brownie with like a mini witch on it. That's available at Casey's Corner. I don't know why I said it like that. Pumpkin cheesecake is at Main Street Bakery. Same with the Halloween cinnamon roll, and same with the no so poison apple cupcake. I'm not sure if that's supposed to say not so poison. Then there's Hades nachos at Pecos Bill. You have Worms and Dirt at Pecos Bill, which kind of looks like a gravestone from, yeah, it's a gravestone from Haunted Mansion. There's Treats at the Cider House, which looks like it is a worm-stuffed apple cider pretzel and cinnamon donuts. Zero Waffle Sundae at Sleepy Hollow. A Jack Skellington Cake Push Pop, which looks very good. That's also at Sleepy Hollow. Madame Leota's Dessert at Liberty Square, which looks like it's kind of like a tart pastry. This is my favorite. It's a hitchhiking ghost dessert at Aloha Isle, but it's like a doom buggy. Like, can we like focus on that? It's like in a doom buggy. I'm kind of sad I'm not able to try that because that looks really good. It is a cream puff stuffed with chocolate pieces, so that's cool. An Oogie Boogie meringue at Gaston's Tavern. Maleficent dessert at Storybook Treats, which is like a little waffle cone filled with, I'm assuming, soft serve. Yes, it's lime soft serve. Not sure how I feel about that. The candy corn ice cream, and also a candy corn milkshake at Auntie Gravity's, which was not there last year. Also upset that I'm not there for that. We have the Smash Burger at Cosmic Rays, and then popcorn buckets, obviously specialty Halloween popcorn buckets. So definitely try some of those treats, and if you have tried any of those treats or plan on trying those treats, please tell me in the comments how you enjoyed them, because a lot of those are actually different than what they had the other year, which I mean does not surprise me. But I believe I had something similar to the Worms and Dirt. It was Haunted Mansion themed, but it was more of like a pastry, but it looked very similar. Like I said, candy corn ice cream is something that's come back. So some of the stuff has kind of stayed the same, but a lot of it changes as well. So next I'm going to share my personal experience, because me sharing my experience might help you plan what you would like to do. Like I said, I went twice last year and I loved both of the times. The first time I dressed up as Moana, which was a little more uncomfortable than the second time, because I dressed up as Ariel the second time, where I had one of those t-shirts that has like the shells on them, and then mermaid scale leggings, and then Keds, and a pair of like ears that were like mermaid scales. So that was more comfortable, although the leggings were a bit hot, and I wore like a purple cardigan. So just kind of plan for the weather in your costuming. And as much fun as it is to go all out, I would go all out, but also be aware of weather, what your plans are. Are you gonna be riding a lot of rides? Are you gonna be walking a lot? Like, what is your plan, so you can kind of figure out how you want to dress for them. Another thing that I noticed when doing the Halloween party is that it goes by really fast. So definitely make a plan. I'm not saying to know exactly what you want to do that night, but know some of your must-dos. So if you really want to trick or treat and you really want to try another treat and maybe watch the parade, know that those are the 3 things you want to do. And when you walk in, you can grab a little brochure that tells you specifically for the Halloween party what's happening, when it's happening, what snacks are available, where you can get the snacks, merchandise places that you can get certain like exclusive merchandise. It'll give you all that kind of stuff, and kind of just make a quick plan of what you want to do. Like I said, if characters are big on your list, like for us, we went to the characters first because the line was just getting longer and longer and longer. So make sure that you plan ahead and know what's important to you, because there are many different times for certain things. Like there were multiple showings of the parade and the Hocus Pocus show. However, the fireworks went off once, so if you missed them, you missed them. Obviously, things like treats you can kind of get any time. So just planning around that. Overall, I had an amazing time with my roommates, and I also had an amazing time going by myself, because I was able to do other things that I wasn't able to do before. So that's kind of just like a gist of my experience. And would I ever go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party again? Absolutely. Same with the Christmas party. I would do it all again in a heartbeat. And when it gets closer to Christmas, I'll probably make a separate video on the Very Merry Christmas Party. But I would absolutely recommend going if you've never gone. And if you've gone before, you should definitely go again, because as I stated with like the treats and stuff, it's always different. You never know who you're gonna see, what you're gonna eat, how the night's gonna go. So I would recommend 100% going. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. And one more thing before I go, I don't know how I forgot to mention this, but as of last night, I booked a flight to go back to Disney in January, and I'm so excited. However, I don't know that I'll be vlogging. I might video some, we'll see, because I'm going to meet with a friend. Her birthday is in December, and I wanted to go visit her for her birthday, and I'm super excited to see her, and I'm super excited to go back to Disney, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be like filming or anything, but I just wanted to let you guys know in case in future videos I reference to going back to Disney, because I am in January, so that's super exciting. But once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.